Hello and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes, so let's get started. First, this is not correct.
Hey, I want to suggest you to learn English vocabulary together today, bro, because I've decided to take a walk around the Moscow, around some beautiful places.
I cannot say I want to suggest you to learn English vocabulary. With the verb suggest, we cannot use this structure. We have to say, I want to suggest that you learn English vocabulary. Again, I cannot say I want to suggest you to learn. I have to say I want to suggest that you learn. Example, he wants to suggest that you learn English vocabulary. Let's practice. Does he want to suggest that you learn English vocabulary? That's right, he wants to suggest that you learn English vocabulary. The structure following suggest is a complicated one, and it's commonly used incorrectly. So keep watching until the end of this video to learn more and to practice more. Let's watch that clip again.
Hey, I want to suggest you to learn English vocabulary together today, bro, because I've decided to take a walk around the Moscow, around some beautiful places.
I cannot say take a walk around the Moscow. Moscow is the name of a city, so we cannot use the article the. I cannot say the Moscow. So it's correct to say take a walk around Moscow, not around the Moscow, just around Moscow. So remember, when you use names of cities, states, countries, there is no article the. I cannot say the Moscow. I cannot say the Mexico. I cannot say the California. These are names of cities, states, and countries. No the. So example, he's going to take a walk around Moscow. Let's practice. Is he going to take a walk around Moscow? That's right, he's going to take a walk around Moscow. This is also not correct.
Because I genuinely believe that's one of the most effective way to actually memorize vocabulary.
I cannot say one of the most effective way. If I say one of the, I need a plural noun at the end. One of the most effective ways. Again, one of the most effective ways. I have to put the S on way and make it plural, ways. I cannot say one of the most effective way. One of the most effective ways is correct. Example, one of the most effective ways of learning a language is listening. Let's practice. What is one of the most effective ways of learning a language? Very good. This is also not correct.
What we can do in the pond, actually, we can swim, yeah? We can dive into ponds.
We can dive into pond. Pond is a countable noun. We need an article. You can say a pond for one in general, or you can say the pond for a specific pond. So it's correct to say we can dive into the pond. I cannot say we can dive into pond. I need an article. We can dive into the pond. Example, he's not diving into the pond, he's diving into the pool. Again, with the. He's diving into the pool. Let's practice. Is he diving into the pool? That's right, he's diving into the pool. This is also not correct.
In that side, we see restaurant.
I cannot say in that side we see a restaurant. When I use the word side, I need a different preposition. I need the preposition on that side. So we can say on that side we see a restaurant. Not in that side, but on that side. Remember, when you use the word side, use the preposition on. Let's practice. Can you see a restaurant on that side? That's right, on that side I can see a restaurant. This is also not correct.
It's called playground. All this area, it is playground.
I cannot say it's called playground. All this area is playground. I need to say a playground, because it's countable. I can say it's called a playground. All this area is a playground. I need a because playground is a countable noun. Let's practice. What is this called? Is this called a playground? That's right, it's called a playground. Is all this area a playground? That's right, all this area is a playground. This is also not correct.
Parents can sit in the benches and wait for children when they stop playing.
I cannot say parents can sit in the benches. We don't use in, we say on. Parents can sit on the benches. Remember, you don't sit in a bench, you sit on a bench. So the parents can sit on the benches. Example, she's sitting on a bench. On a bench. She's sitting on a bench. Not in a bench, but on a bench. Let's practice. Is she sitting on a bench? That's right, she's sitting on a bench. Let's hear that clip again.
Parents can sit in the benches and wait for children when they stop playing.
Wait for children when they stop playing? We don't say it like this. We say wait for their children to stop playing. So parents sit on the benches and wait for their children to stop playing. I cannot say wait for children when they stop playing. We say wait for the children or wait for their children to stop playing. So again, parents sit on the benches and wait for their children to stop playing. Let's practice. Do parents sit on the benches and wait for their children to stop playing? That's right. Parents sit on the benches and wait for their children to stop playing. This is also not correct.
This is a science that it's in Russian, you probably understand.
I cannot say this is a signs. If I say I need a singular noun. This is a sign. Or if it's more than one, I can say these are. These are signs. But I cannot say this is a signs. This is a sign. It's one. Or I can say these are signs if it's more than one. Let's practice. What is this? Is this a sign? That's right. This is a sign. And what are these? Are these signs? That's right. These are signs. This is also not correct.
This is a science that it's in Russian, you probably understand.
Signs that it's in Russian? I cannot say signs that it's in Russian. Signs is more than one. I cannot use it, and I cannot use is. I cannot use its. I say are. Signs that are in Russian. These are signs that are in Russian. Let's practice. Are these signs that are in Russian? That's right. These are signs that are in Russian. Not that it's in Russian, that are in Russian. This is also not correct.
The dust. The ground, it's more like just dust. It's not pavement. I would say dust.
It's not dust, it's dirt. There's a difference. Dust flies in the air, it's very fine. You can have a dust storm. That's dust. But this is dirt. Dirt is different. It's dirt and maybe gravel, but it's not dust. Example, this is a dust storm. Dust is in the air, it's flying in the wind. This is a dust storm. And this is dirt. He has dirt in his fingernails. It's not dust, it's dirt. He has dirt in his fingernails. Let's practice. Is this a dust storm? That's right, this is a dust storm. And does he have dirt in his fingernails? That's right, he has dirt in his fingernails. This is also not correct.
There was a street musicians, guys playing something. They probably want to earn money by this.
I cannot say there's a street musicians. If I say it has to be singular. There's a street musician. But if it's street musicians, there are two of them, we say there are. There are street musicians. Not there's a street musicians, but there are. There are street musicians at the park. Let's practice. Are there street musicians at the park? That's right, there are street musicians at the park. Let's hear that clip again.
There was a street musicians, guys playing something. They probably want to earn money by this.
They want to earn money by this? We cannot say they want to earn money by this. We cannot use by in this case. We have to say from. They want to earn money from this, from playing music in the park. Not by this, but from this. They're street musicians, and they want to earn money from this, from playing music. Let's practice. Did they want to earn money from this? That's right, they want to earn money from this. So why can't I use by? We can use by if you have a verb. They want to earn money by playing music. This works. They want to earn money by playing music, but not they want to earn money by this. After by, we have to use a verb in the gerund form. They want to earn money by playing music. Let's practice. Did they want to earn money by playing music? That's right, they want to earn money by playing music. Thank you for watching and keep watching for more.
Hi there, welcome to English for Everyone. My name's Lisa.
And my name's Kevin.
Today we're going to teach you how to use recommend correctly.
Let's get started. So, what's the best way to use recommend? Well, the best way is to use a gerund. That's an action or a verb with ing at the end. Example, I recommend practicing English every day. There's no other person. I cannot say, I recommend you practicing. It's just one person, me. I recommend this activity. I use gerund to express the activity. I recommend practicing English every day. So, example, I recommend practicing English every day. I can change the action recommend if it's he or she. He recommends. He recommends practicing English every day. Or she. She recommends exercising every day. You can also change recommend to the past. Recommended. He recommended exercising every day. And remember, you cannot say he recommended me exercising. There's no other person. It's just the activity you're talking about. He recommended exercising every day. Let's practice. Do you recommend practicing English every day?
Yes, I recommend practicing English every day.
Does she recommend practicing English every day? That's right. She recommends practicing English every day. Very good. Let's practice in the past. What did your doctor recommend?
He recommended exercising every day.
Did her doctor recommend exercising every day? That's right. Her doctor recommended exercising every day. Very good. Now let's practice with recommend if you have another person. For example, my doctor recommended me. We cannot say me. The only time you can say me is if somebody recommended me for the job. If I am the object or I am the thing that is recommended. He recommended me for the job. But in the example my doctor recommended, I cannot say me. I say I. My doctor recommended I exercise. So we have the person I, we have the action in a simple form, exercise. My doctor recommended I exercise. Why do we say I? Because there's a connector, that. It's an optional connector. You don't have to use it, but you can use it. It makes it easier. My doctor recommended that I exercise more. So remember, you can use the connector that for two ideas. You have the first person I and a simple action. My doctor recommended that I exercise more. Or you can eliminate that. It's optional. My doctor recommended I exercise more is correct. What if the other person is a he or a she? For example, my brother. His doctor recommended that he. I cannot say his doctor recommended him to exercise. I cannot use to in any situation. We use just a simple action. Talking about my brother. His doctor recommended that he exercise. That's right, it's a simple action. I don't change it like he exercises. He exercises is a routine. He exercises sometimes every day. I am not expressing a routine. I'm expressing an action that may or may not happen. So I don't change the action at all. It's always in a simple form. Exercise. So talking about my brother, his doctor recommended that he exercise every day. Exercise in a simple form. What about past? You say recommended. Why not exercised? No, we do not change it to past. It's always in a simple form in this structure. So whether it's present, his doctor recommends, or if it's past, his doctor recommended. The action is always in a simple form with no change. Don't change it to past, and don't change it with S for he and she. So again, the example, his doctor recommended that he exercise every day. It is not correct, my doctor recommended that I have to exercise. It is not correct, my doctor recommended that I need to exercise. It is not correct, my doctor recommended that I should exercise. Only, my doctor recommended that I exercise every day. Only the simple action is necessary. And remember, the connector that is optional. My doctor recommended I exercise, or my doctor recommended that I exercise every day. What if you have a negative idea? For example, my doctor recommended that I not eat sweets. That's right, we use the negative not only. Not don't, only not. So it is not correct, my doctor recommended that I don't eat. You have to say, my doctor recommended that I not eat sweets. Now this is a difficult structure and it sounds very strange. So if you don't want to use it, you can say it a different way. You can just use a positive action, avoid. My doctor recommended that I avoid sweets. Easier. And one more thing about this structure. What if the verb is to be? For example, the teacher recommended that we are quiet. I cannot use are. I'm going to use a different form. Be. That's right, just be. And not to be, just the verb be alone. So example, our teacher recommended that we be quiet. That's right. She recommended that we be very quiet. Example, the teacher recommended that we be on time. Not we are on time, we use only the verb be. The teacher recommended that we be on time. And if you want to talk about the negative, she recommended that we not be late. Again, she recommended that we not be late. Let's practice. What did your doctor recommend?
He recommended that I exercise every day.
What did her doctor recommend? That's right. Her doctor recommended that she exercise every day. Very good. Let's practice. What does your husband recommend?
He recommends I eat healthier.
What does her husband recommend? That's right. He recommends that she eat healthier. Very good. Let's practice. What did your friend recommend?
She recommended that we try that restaurant.
What did her friend recommend? That's right. She recommended that we try that restaurant. Very good. Let's practice. Do they recommend that we arrive early?
Yes, they recommend that we arrive early.
Do they recommend that we arrive early? Very good. That's right. They recommend that we arrive early. An example. If I say they recommend you, you can use you to talk about any person. For example, they recommend that you exercise daily. Let's practice. Do they recommend that you exercise daily?
Yes, they recommend that you exercise daily.
Do they recommend that you exercise daily? That's right. They recommend that you exercise daily. And that recommendation is for everybody. Let's practice. What did your trainer recommend?
He recommended that I not eat sweets.
What did her trainer recommend? That's right. Her trainer recommended that she not eat sweets. Very good. Let's practice. Did your trainer recommend that you avoid eating sweets?
Yeah, he recommended that I avoid eating sweets.
Did her trainer recommend that she avoid eating sweets? Very good, that's right. Her trainer recommended that she avoid eating sweets. Let's practice. Does their teacher recommend that they be on time?
Yes, their teacher recommends that they be on time.
Does their teacher recommend that they be on time? That's right. Their teacher recommends that they be on time. Let's practice. Does their teacher recommend that they not be late on the first day?
Yes, she recommends that they not be late on their first day.
Does their teacher recommend that they not be late on the first day? That's right. The teacher recommends that they not be late on the first day. Very good. So let's review all the rules when using recommend. The first is use a gerund. It's easier. And you can use it when the person is not important. It's just the activity that's important. For example, he recommends exercising every day. But if the person is important, then remember, don't use me, don't use him. You start a new idea and you use I, he or she, they, and we. So, he recommends that we exercise, or he recommends that I exercise. And remember, the connector that is optional. You don't have to use it. But I recommend using it because it's going to make it easier to use this structure correctly. So, my doctor recommended that I exercise every day. What if you talk about a he or a she? His doctor recommends that he exercise. Remember, don't change the action for he and she. And don't change the action for past. It's always in a simple present form. Example, he recommended that I exercise. Recommended is in the past, but exercise is always in the present. And if it's negative, use not. He recommended that I not eat sweets. And if your action is to be, use be only. She recommended that we be on time. Or if it's negative, she recommended that we not be late. And also remember, don't use need to, have to, or should. Just use the action. You cannot say, he recommended that I have to be on time. No have to, no should, and no need to.
Thank you for watching.
And if you like this video, click the link in the description and check out our other channel where you'll find other great videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.